This is the first WWE game 2K has put their name on, and I'm disappointed that they tried absolutely nothing new. Everything you got in WWE 13 is here. Creative modes are still the exact same since WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Good thing hairstyles and clothing styles haven't changed since 2002. Everything is so outdated that creative superstars stick out like a sore thumb. Everything is pixelated. This game was released at the end of 2013. Why are we still dealing with this crap? I feel like WWE games look as good as they're ever going to look. And that's really sad because they don't look that great at all. I remember playing the SmackDown games every year on Christmas and being so impressed with the advancements. Since the SmackDown series, the game's developers kind of just hit the snooze button. WWE 2K14 star of the show is 30 years of WrestleMania. This mode is just like WWE 13 story mode, but rather than focusing on story, you get random highlights of every WrestleMania from WrestleMania 1 through 29. I loved reliving history, but towards the end, particularly in the universe section of the game, the matches were pretty boring, and I'm not sure why they deserved the highlight they were given. While I can appreciate this mode being here, I like to see WWE games go back to actually creating a unique story arc. Otherwise, you risk loss of care and momentum like I experienced due to the 0% interest I had after WrestleMania 23. Nothing was accomplished here other than a history lesson, but that wasn't the entire time. The first half felt very connected, like torches were being passed, and then it all just fell apart as I fell asleep. WWE Universe or GM mode is back, where you can set up your own calendar and create your own stories. WWE Online is back, but servers are scheduled to go down this year and hardly work in the leggy condition they're in now, so yeah, don't even expect to get anything out of that mode. There's a streak mode where you attempt to rack up as many points as you can while you attempt to end the Undertaker's undefeated streak before WWE destroys WrestleMania's selling point by letting Brock Lesnar do it. And then the opposite, where you play as the Undertaker and attempt to defeat as many random opponents as you can. The roster's a little bit better as there aren't as many repeats, but still only a little better. Nothing close to the SmackDown rosters in the PS2 era, but with a history of 30 years rather than the 15 we got in the last game, there's much more variety. And of course the basic boring match types are back. Basically, WWE 2K14 is the same game it's been since 2008, but with reversals that feel half a second off, which for me at least really ruins the overall gameplay experience. Out of all multiplayer games, I'm best at WWE games, and still found the gameplay frustrating as the game's timing seemed off for reversal windows. When I got reversals, I felt lucky rather than feeling in flow like I have in the past. Take that how you will. Only redeeming quality of this game is WrestleMania mode, but still only about 80% of it is any good. 2K needs to bring WWE games back to where it started, the arcade. This game needs to start feeling arcadey or it's going to continue feeling boring as heck. I was a huge fan of these games and had so much fun with them for years, but until 2K changes the formula, I'm hanging up my boots. For what it is, a pro wrestling game, 7.5 out of 10, and as an overall game, 7 out of 10.